Are you registered to do numeracy assessment, Bob? Do you know? Someone's in the lobby waiting. Okay. So that's in a couple of weeks' time, 3 weeks' time. Who was in the lobby? Oh, no, Kai's here. Kia ora, Kai. Just in time. Just in time.
No camera.
It's all cool. Don't need to have a camera on. It's all good. Right, we're going to start off with karakia, and then I've got a little warm-up activity, and then we're going to launch into the math, okay? Me tīmata tātou. Whakatau mai te wairua, whakawātea mai te hini naro, whakariti mai te tinana, kia ai te nā mahi ai. Wow. Let's get started. Okay, in the chat, all you need to do, this is us warming up in the chat area. I know T is really experienced with this now. Would you rather, A, have a personal maid, or B, have a personal chef? Oh, no, for me, it's maid. I want a maid. What about you, Kai? A or B? You're not sure? We're going to the next one. There's a few to do. Would you rather live in a cave or live in a treehouse? Easy one. That's a good one, T. Good one. You'd rather live in a treehouse too. I just think caves are cold and dark and damp. I couldn't do it. Would you rather be really hot or really cold? Oh, I love the cold. Oh yeah. Oh, that's cool. I see we all agree. Because you can get warmed up if you're cold, really easily. But if you're really hot, it's really hard to get cooled down unless you've got a swimming pool or air conditioning. Would you rather live without Netflix or live without TikTok? Now, I'm going to show my age here now, Ihoma, so sorry. I would rather live without. Oh, no, wrong. I want to live without TikTok. Sorry. That's the one I want to live without. Kai's onto it. Come on, T. What's your reckoning? Oh, have you done this one before? Hey, I wonder if Matua Frank taught this lesson. Okay, let's go on. I'm going to move us on then because I just want to check, T, that they've got the right lesson. I've got lesson 3 and lesson 4, but because other kaikos sometimes teach for me, I don't actually know where we're up to. So this week we're doing maps, distance and location. Have you done that one? I think this is the first one of the slides. Okay, cool. I wasn't sure, so look, hey, and look, watch this, Ihoma. I've switched to this one, just like that. Thank you, T. Okay, so we'll do this little activity. I'll give you a letter. So this is letter of the day. Okay, so you're going to apply to the term on the list. So the letter of the day is W. And if you have a reo Māori kupu, a reo Māori word, you get double points. All right, so a boy's name starting with W. A boy's name starting with W. Oh, yeah, Kai, look at us. Yeah, so Kai gets 2 points and you get 1 point, all right? Because I'm going to write down the scores. Maybe there should be chocolate involved in this game, I reckon. Something with wheels that starts with W. Oh, I've got one. Something with wheels. If it's wagon, onto it. Okay, awesome. If you guys, something, let's next, something, a New Zealand place. So remember, Māori words give you double points. That starts with W. Oh, Kai's on the whangarei. What about Waika? Oh, yeah, there you go. That was quick. Something you can wear. That starts with W. Actually, it's a hard one. What the heck? Wires. Yep. And you can even wear wires in your teeth, for thing. What about you, Kai? Have you got one? Something you can wear? Oh, I've got one. Are you stuck, Kai? Oh, wings. Get it, boy. You did it. Right. And then we've got the last one of this 4-letter word starting with W. So Māori words give you 2 letters. Come on. You can do more than that. Come on. Come on. Waka, broom, just like that. Come on. T, you can do another one. She's coming up with another one now. What about you, Kai? Oh, you don't know one. Ware. Oh, he got waka wiro. Oh, Kai's onto it. Okay, he's got that. I think Kai, you took that one out today. Well done. You guys did great though. You were awesome. Okay, let's get into the pāngaro. So on the top of your tab on your, can you open up another tab and open up a simple calculator? So it can't be scientific one. So in the CAA assessments, you can take in a ruler and the that's not a simple one. This is a basic one. Was it the one that says simple? This is what I call a basic calculator. So make sure you've got one of those open. Just give me the thumbs up once you've got one open on another page. Don't want to show you. You're good. Oh, okay. You just use your phone. That's whatever works. Okay, so today we're going to focus on ratios and rates, and this is a really a big topic for the CAA, and it took me a little while to get my head around it when I was younger, but I've kind of got it now. So we need to be able to find doubles, halves, and tenths, and no equivalents in order to be able to do these sorts of questions. So basically, ratios and rates are when you compare something two or more quantities of something. So sometimes there's some recipes, when you're having to bake a cake, and your dad says, "Oh, well, you're gonna leave one at home for us," so you got to double it. So you got to double the recipe. Speed is like when you go, I've got to get to Tikwiti, that's an hour away. I can drive approximately 100 kilometers per hour, so I know it's going to take me an hour to get there if I drive 100 kilometers per hour. And the rate of pay. So like that's a really important one, is how many dollars you get an hour, and then you've got to calculate by how many hours that you've done, or reverse. So that comes up quite a lot in the CAA part-time. So ratios are when you, again, comparing two quantities in a given order. So in this example, it's a ratio because of that dot in the middle. And so in this example, the number of oranges in a bag is twice that of the number of apples in a bag. So this is a bag of apples and oranges. So there are two oranges for every one apple there in this one. So it's a 2-to-1 ratio. Does everyone understand that? I talk real fast. Oh, you did this one? Oh, you did this before you came to Te Kura T about rates and ratios? Brilliant. It's great. Rates is, again, comparing two quantities, but it's to do with speed. So how far you can travel in a certain period of time. So imagine that you took 30 steps in 2 minutes. Then your rate of walking is 30 steps every 2 minutes. All right, same as 15 steps every minute. It's the same. Those are the same rates that you're going forward. All right, so. And like traveling 120 kilometers in 2 hours in a car means 60 kilometers per hour. So you're reducing it to its lowest base rate. So 120 kilometers in 2 hours is exactly the same as saying, because I'm going to half these, half of 120 is 60, and half of the number 2 is 1. So it's 60 kilometers per hour. Right, I get very excited, so I talk real fast sometimes. So we're going to look at some tables, and we're going to see the little tricks we can use to apply to this. All right. So, Kai, after explaining, can you do this one here? The answer for that one for under the 3, the 48 one, and I'm going to get T to do the 132. So to work out how many liters, we need to work out the base rate. So for 1 liter, so I went 36 divided by 3. And it's 12. So for every 12 kilometers, we need 1 liter of petrol. That's how I work it out. So see to the side, I've got to go work out the base rate. So on the same base rate, 1 to 12 or 12 to 1, how many litres of petrol will we need for here for 48 kilometres Kai? And T, how many litres will I need for 132 kilometres T? At the base rate. Yep, you're right. Exactly. So you eat 48 divided by 12 is 4. Oh, that's a hard one. So here we go. Let me show you exactly how you do it. Oh, no, I'll give you a moment. Don't rush her. Yes, it is 11. You did that correct. Kai is working it out. So you took the rate 12 to 1. So you divide the 48 by 12, or you divide the 132 by 12, and that'll give you the litres. I'm looking to see you guys are typing something. Brilliant. You worked out what your problem was. It didn't look right to you. You went back. That's an excellent strategy. He pai ana Kai? No, you're coming back. Should we try this one? So again, we've got to try and find our base rate. So Stacia needs 39 bulbs for every 3 chandeliers. You know those really fancy things that need lots of light bulbs for every 3 chandeliers that she makes. So how many bulbs does she need? Let's start with the base rate. For 1 chandelier, how many bulbs does she need? Can you work that out? From the first one we've given, we take the information we already have to help us answer the information that we don't have. So we're going to work out how many bulbs we need for 1 chandelier. Kia ora, Eve. Looking at this picture here, 3 chandeliers takes 39 bulbs. We want to try and figure out how many bulbs we need for 1 chandelier. Oh, kete pai, Eve. All good. All good. We're just on our second one. So you're not too bad. Kai's working it out. Don't be afraid to use your calculators. Eve, pull up on a new tab, pull up a simple calculator or use your phone. That's what T's doing. She's using her phone. I encourage you for using your phone calculator to helping you do it. No, you're not. Take your time. It's all cool. So we're going to work out the base rate. If 3 chandeliers takes 39 bulbs, we're going to go 39 divided by 3 to find out what 1 is. So 39, use your calculator, divided by 3 equals what? Yes. 1 chandelier needs, I can't even spell chandelier, Fano. Needs 13 bulbs. That's what it says. So I'm going to get, you've done that one for me, T. Thank you, my darling. Eve, can you work out how many bulbs I'm going to need for 4 chandeliers? And Kai, can you do how many bulbs I'm going to need for 10? So T has already worked out what the answer is. 1 chandelier needs 13. That's our base rate. Can we apply it to the other 2? So if we know these 4 chandeliers, how many bulbs will we need? Now, I'm worried I might be going too fast, so just be careful. Don't be fucking mad, say fast, slow down. You're going too fast. I talk real fast. I was thinking. Eve, you all right with us? Are you still with us, Eve? You all good? Or do you want a moment to catch up? Oh, no, she's onto it. The third answer should be yes. 4 times, what's 4 times 13? 50. So 4 times 13. Yep, that's right. That's exactly right. Boom, you guys have got it. So we're always looking for the base rate, and then we can apply that base rate to our problem. Here's another one, my lovelies. All right, this one's a bit more trickier, but we still always need to find the base rate first. Martha needs, I don't know where these names come from. They must be American. Martha needs 28 strawberries for every 4 smoothies she makes. So we've got to work out what the base rate is. We want to get down to 1. How many strawberries does she need? How many to make 1 smoothie? How many strawberries does she need? Yeah, here she go. You're too fast now. So for one smoothie needs 7 strawberries. So Kai, which one are you doing? Are you doing the one under 28? And then Eve, can you do the number of smoothies for 70 strawberries? Kai's got it. So one smoothie equals, yes, you're correct. Yep. Because we know that one smoothie, so you're taking 7 and you're multiplying it by 3. Boom, got it. Brilliant. Eva, you all good with the last one, Ihua? Oh, you missed how we got that? Did I go too fast again? I should have written it in the thing. Next time I'll write it. Oh, you minused it, not missed it. I get it. I should write the actual base rate down so you've got that to work from. Because all you're hearing is me talking. I'll give Eve a moment because I think she's got this. Wait, you're not sure? Okay, let me write down in the chat. Oh, yes, it is. It is 10. You've got it. Yeah, it is 10 because you're doing both the sides, but once you know the base rate, I will write the base rates in the chat now, so you've got that to work from to make it easy for you to calculate it. All right, so we all need to know what the base rate is. Okay, we're going from a different kind of perspective now, a different way of looking at it. All right, according to Greg, perfect cherry pies have a ratio of 240 cherries to 3 pies. Okay, so but let's not answer the question. We want the base rate. How many cherries does he need to make 1 pie? 1 pie equals, yep, 80 cherries. And all I know that what Kai did there, he just went 240 divided by 3. If you don't like working with big numbers, I just go the 24 divided by 3. That's 8. And then I chuck the 0 on the end. I know I'm not supposed to teach you that, but it works. So now that we know the base rate, 1 pie, how many cherries does he need to make 15 pies? So there's your base rate. Where's my calculator? Pano? Here it is, because I can't do that one in my head, Homer. You guys are going to beat me, aren't you? How many cherries do I need? 80. Cherries for 15 pies. And there he did it. Done. That's exactly right. We need 1,200 cherries. Yep, that's exactly right. Yep. Katie pie. So we used that, literally Katie pie, sorry. We used our 1 pie equals 80 cherries. And as you can see, Kai's done it here. 15 pies times the 80 cherries gives us 1,200. It's excellent. Okay, here's another one, my darlings. We're going to look for the base rate first. That's what we're going to put in before you get too excited. Now, Finley makes 1 batch of her favorite shade of orange paint by mixing these paint amounts. So she's going to do 5 liters of paint. Before we go any further, 5 liters of paint, yellow paint, 5 liters to how many? 3 red. And that's what it looks like. That's what a ratio looks like, 5 to 3. Before we go any further, how many liters of paint does she make in one sitting? If she's doing 1 rate, 5 to 3, how many liters of paint is that? Are you answering the question? Or are you answering what I said? Can she make 7 liters? Let's go back. There's actually 8 liters because it's 5 to 3. 5 liters of yellow and 3 of red. Now, here's the tricky bit. This is what often do to you in things like these type of assessments. They only work with one part of the ratio. And in this case, they're only working with, red paint. Okay. She needs to make 21. She has 21 liters of red paint. Yep. And she can only have 7. That's right, because she's taken the 21 litres. No, what you've done is then you've gone and you've actually worked out how much paint she needs overall. But the question only asks, so she has all the yellow paint she needs. So she has, if it was 21, so that's times 7. So she's obviously got the 35 litres of yellow. And then they got 25 litres of 21. You're not quite right, but you're on the right track. You just have to be careful. This is a really good example of where they really try and throw you off. So they've given you the 5 to 3 litres, but they actually only want to work with the red paint here. It almost completely throws lots of our akonga, these type of questions. So Kai, you're onto it. You got it right. Just be careful. Let's look at the next one. So Lane reads 200 pages in 240 minutes. So if I do my math, that's 20 pages in, let's get down to base rates, down to tens if we can. 20 pages in 24 minutes. That's 10. Do you know how I'm doing that? 10 pages in 12 minutes. Did you know how I did that? Put your thumbs up if you worked out how I got it down to 10 pages in 12 minutes. So I went 200 divided by 10 is 20, and 240 divided by 10 is 24. So that's 20 to 24. And I knew I could reduce it some more. I could half it. So 10 pages in 12 minutes. How are you going to work out this one? If you know there's 10 pages in 12 minutes and you need to work out 25 pages. So I'm going to do this in parts. I'm going to go 10 plus 10, and I'm going to half the 5, okay, to get my 25 minutes, correct? So that means 12 plus 12 plus 6, which is 24:30. I'm not going to put the answer in. I say, yes, that's right. No, it's not 20 pages, but close. The end answer is correct. It is 30 minutes. Here it is there. So 10 pages, 12 minutes, plus another 10 pages, 12 minutes. That's 24. Yep. And then we've got to half the 10 because we only want 25. 5 minutes, so we half the 12, 6. Did that kind of make sense, Eve? I've got something going on there. Yep, cool. Sometimes I get too excited and go too fast. Oh, did I? I'm so sorry, Ihwa. I did that. Thank you for being honest with me. So how did you guys do it? Did you just do the reduce the pages from 200 and down to 25? So do you just divide that by 8 and then divided the 240 by 8? Did you do that? So I'm trying to find how the page, I know the 25 pages, and if I multiply 25 by 8, I get 200, or 200 divided by 8 gives me 25. So then I can apply divided by 8 to the 240, and that gives me 30 minutes. Did that make better sense to you, or did I just make it worse? Oh, I know what to do. 10p equals 12 minutes plus 10p equals 12 minutes, right? Plus 5p, meaning pages, equals 6 minutes. And so therefore, if I add up the 10p, 10p, and 5p, that's 25 pages. Oops, sorry, I've got messages coming through. 25 pages equals, and I add up all the side, 30 minutes. There we go. I think that makes better sense. Yeah, I think that's why I confused you. Now, this pathai here is an actual CAA pathai, all right? So 2 friends, they like to do this. 2 friends buy a lottery ticket. One of them pays $4 towards the ticket, while the other one pays $5 to all the tickets. How much do they pay for the ticket altogether for a start? How much was the ticket? And it's important to know this one. Yep, that's right. Okay, so we need to keep that in mind. It's perfect. Okay, and they won $8,532 all up. And we're going to divide that by 9 because that's how much the ticket was worth. And we want to find out what one part of that 9. Do you know where you get the 9 from? From how much they paid altogether? I want to find out what one part is worth. Brilliant. So one part of that ticket is worth $948, the winnings. So now we have to multiply, we're going to split into 2 ratios. So we know it's a $4 ratio to a $5 ratio. So what you do now is you multiply the 4 times 948, which is what? 948 times 4. Have you got that one? Do you understand what I'm doing there? Yep. Brilliant. 3,792. And then you multiply it by 5 or add on another part. What's the other one? What's it by 5? 948 times 5. That went wrong, darling, because it only won 8,500. That's a bit too much. So we're going to go 948 times 5. Yep, 4,707. 4,740. And what we can do at this point is then we can now check. You tell me, how can I check to see if my ratios are correct? What's one strategy I could use? Oh, hit by queer. I'm glad. So that's actually really important to know where you've made errors. And you would have worked out that 18,000 was more than what the original winnings was. I'm just doing a check myself. Yeah, that's right. Just add them together and see if it makes the correct amount. That's perfectly well done. You guys are brilliant. This is probably the best rates and ratio session I've ever had. Well done. Perfect. You right, Kai? Yeah, he's not good. Okay. Now we're moving on into the ratio equivalent. All right. So again, we still need to work out what the base rates are first. And we're going to work out which one of these are all the same as this problem up here. So Thomas needs exactly 6 potatoes for 12 pancakes. All right, so I'm going to reduce that down to this lowest common denominator. So the number that gives into both of these numbers. Now I can divide this one by 6 and I can divide this one by 6. So 6 potatoes is the same as, what happened here? 6 potatoes to 1 potato makes what? Makes 2 pancakes, or 3 to 6. He's exactly correct. Now, there are 3 answers, A, B, C, and D. Now, remember to read that. Sometimes Konga will only choose one because I haven't read this part here. Here's the tricky part right there. It says choose 3 answers that make this correct. Choose 3. Is the 12 to 24 the same? Yep, it is, because 6 times 2 is 12. 12 times 2. Whatever I multiply this side by, and I multiply it by this side on this side. Can I write on this thing? No, it lets me edit it so you can see it. Make changes. I better write. Here we go. So if I go, is it going to let me write? Everyone can annotate me. So if I go here, I'm just waiting for it to go. Does it let me do it? Yes. Times 2, and I multiply this size times 2. So 6 times 2 is 12, and 12 times 2 is 24. Yep. So that's correct. We can go that one. Is 18 and 36 the same? I'm going to rub out that answer. Where's the rub out? Where's the eraser? Partial eraser. If I rub this number out, and I rub this number out, and I go back to my pen. If I go times 3 and times 3, they've got to be the same. I multiply by the same or divide. 6 times 3 is 18, 12 times 3 is 36. That's correct. And T thinks she's got all 3 answers here. 24 and 44. Uh, 6 times 4 is 24. And 12 times 4 is 48. So that one's wrong. That's a nope. It doesn't work. I'm going to go to, she thinks it's D, 12, 30. So times 5. 6 times 5 is 30. 12 times 5 is 60. Yeah, that's correct. Do I need to do E? No. Yeah, that's right. Because I already have 3 answers. And I know they're correct. All right. So brilliant. You guys are brilliant. Now, will it let me go back to my next? Oh, how do I get to my next one? Slide. How do I get to my next slide now? Oh, my goodness. File a crease. Is it? No, we did that one. This one. We want to do this one. Oh, it's complicated. Let's do this one. Okay. I need 3 answers here, Homa. 3 answers. So 3 pieces of meat to make 4 pieces of vegetables. So make sure the ratio is the same. So whatever you multiply the 3 by, so 3 by 6 is 18, does 4 times 6 equal 30? No. So I already know, oops, that these ones aren't correct. Oops. I'm going to sneeze in a moment. So that one is not. Which one's is it? Oh, pardon me, my lovelies. Sorry. Okay, you're onto it. So it's 3 times, no, and it's not B because I can't divide 20 into 3. So it must be these, or let's hope these ones are correct. 3 times 10 is 30, 4 times 10 is 40. Yep. 3 times 15 is 45. Is 4 times 15 60? Yes, it is. 72. Oh my goodness, my brain can't do that one. It must be 20. Is that 24? 24 and 4 times. Use your calculator. It must be. It must be right. Yeah. But I have to use my calculator for that last one. But because I know that those 2 are wrong, this one has to be right, correct? So I'm not going to bother to use my calculator. Right, I'm going to move past this because I want to get onto these other problems here. All right, this is another CAA one. And this one's to do with rates. Okay, let's focus on it. Can you see it? I'll make it bigger because I'm old and I need, there we go. It's a bit easier for me. So an op shop is a place where people buy things that are recycled. And here are the directions to the op shop. So just note that we are here. This is where we are. You and I, we're all over here. And these are the directions to the op shop. And then we're going to go into here. Cool. If it takes 12 minutes to go 1 kilometer. If walking 1 kilometer takes 12 minutes, how many kilometers can you walk in an hour? So it's got nothing to do with this picture. They just like to do that to you. So if we know the rate is 12 minutes per kilometer, how many kilometers can you walk in an hour? First of all, you've got to convert it, don't you? 12 kilometers in 1 hour. 1 kilometer in 12 minutes. How many minutes? Oh, look, Kai's onto it. How many minutes in an hour? Homa? Yep, got it. She's got that. So I then have to divide the 60 by, yep, you got it, babe. Got it, yeah. 60, so I've got 60 minutes in an hour, and I divide that by 12 because they told me it takes 12 minutes to do 1 kilometre. What's the answer to that, T and Eve? What is 60 divided by 12? Use a calculator. Yep, 5. So it's 5 kilometres. Easy peasy. Guys have got that. Yep, Eve got that. You got that. Brilliant. That's an actual question from 2 years ago. Here was another one. This took me a little while the first time to do it. This was from last year. So Kyle delivers community newspapers. He has paid $27.30 an hour to deliver all the papers. Sorry, not an hour. And it takes him 90 minutes. 90 minutes to deliver all those papers. How much does he get paid per hour? How would you approach this? Do you know where we approach it from? So we're looking for patterns and things that make life easier. So I know that 90 minutes is the same as saying 3 times 30 minutes. Get the pie? Can I work out what 30 minutes is? What's a third of that? That's $9.10. So in 30 minutes, he makes $9.10. And I do that because I just divided the 27.30 into 3. I need to know what he gets an hour. So if I know 30 minutes plus 30 minutes, it's going to give me an hour. But there is another way to do it. So you might have another way. I suspect Kai has a different way of doing it. No, it's $18.20. Oh, my sister keeps sending me things. She doesn't know. I have no respect for the fact that I'm teaching. Right. So if 30 minutes is $9.10, 60 minutes is going to be double the $9.10. So which is $18.20. You get how I got that? T? Yep. The other way you could do it is that you could work out what he was getting for 10 minutes. So you can divide 90 divided by 9 is 10. So you divide the 27.3 by 9, and that'll give you the answer there, and then you just multiply it to get to 60 minutes. Oh, you added them that way. Katipa, you doubled. That's how you did your doubling. Brilliant. So sometimes you just have to, you probably have a lot of tools that you don't know you realize that you had. So if I went to 27, if I want to get my calculator, because I can't do that in my head. The reason why I did it in thirds, because I can break that down into thirds. I already recognize that the 9 and the 27 and the 30 all work in thirds. I knew that from, your mathematical knowledge. But if you're not sure about that, you can go 27.330, divide it by 90, and that'll give you 0.33 something over, and times it by 60 minutes, and it gives you $18.20. So should I say that again? If you get stuck with one that you can't see the pattern in straight away, you do the simple thing. You do 27.30, you divide that by 90. It'll give you a base rate, very, very base rate, and I think it's 0.30 is the answer, so 30 cents a minute. And then you multiply that by 60, so 0.30 times 60 will give you your answer. Well, it's actually a bit more because actually it's 3.30.33. So, but you guys have got lots of different options to choose from. Do what make you feel most comfortable with doing. All right. Here's another one. This one was in the September CAA last year, this part-time. The Piwowo, which is a rock wind, is a tiny bird that weighs about the same as one biscuit. Love these biscuits. Love these biscuits. A packet of 10 biscuits is 200 grams. So how many grams is one biscuit? I have a packet of biscuits, and this PYO is the same size as one biscuit. Yep, 20 grams. He just divided 20 by 10. It's 200 by 10. Perfect. 20, perfect T. All right, so we know that the PYO weighs, how much does the PYO weigh? 20. It weighs 20 grams. Boom. All right. Now, in the CAA, they will often actually put the grams in that there for you. Sometimes you don't have to worry about it, but just look for it. Because theoretically, if you don't put the units of measurement next to the answer is considered to be incorrect. But lots of times in the CAA assessment, they actually put that there for you. And here is the last one we're going to do today. Ihoma. All right, we've got this. May works at a cafe. For each day May works, the cafe gives her $10 for travel. May works 8 hours a day, and she is paid $22.70 an hour. Show how you would calculate May's pay for one day. So when they write the word show, they don't want the answer. They want to see the working out, right? So how would you start that? She's worked for one day. We want to find out what one day is, and she gets $22.70 an hour, and one day is 8 hours. Show me the working out, whānau. Yep. So you would write that 22.7 times 8. Yes, that's exactly right. Do that first. Oh, I see. You did. You'll break it down. Okay, I got you. That works too. And then you add 10. What would you do, T? Yep, that's your first part, right? What's missing? Maybe have a look at what Kai's done. What you've missed something, just one part out. You've got the first calculation correct. It is 22.7 times 8. That's one day's work. What else? Go back to the part I. Go back. Eva's thinking about this too. What is it saying to you? The question. Go back and read it. Yes, it is, because you had forgotten to show me that you had to add the 10 on. Just remember, when they say the word show, they want you to actually show the calculation out. Yes, that's correct. Now, just be careful, Eve. When you do 2270 times 8, you should go equal 181.6 and then add on the 10. Okay, because sometimes, and remember the rules of, when you they call the BEDMAS rule. In this BEDMAS rule, that is correct. That still will work. But just to make it so you don't get that confusing, I will just separate that part. Now you've got to, just make sure you show T that you understand that this is the rate pay, but there's also an extra $10 for travel on top. You don't have to say the words, but you have to show it in the math. All right, my loves. Now, you guys have been exceptional. I want to just to remind you, I don't know if Mata Frank talked about this, but in the CAA assessment, when you do them, whenever you do them, there are 3 outcomes, and you have to pass each of the outcomes. It's not a matter of like if there's 20 questions and you get 11 out of 20, that's not how you pass. If you have to pass all the questions, half of the ones that are for outcome 1, half of the ones for outcome 2, and half of the ones for outcome 3. Now, outcome 1 and 2 are where the most of the questions are, and they're like the ones we've just done today. Outcome 3, there are only maybe 4 opportunities or 5 where you have to write a written answer, and you have to get 2 or 3 out of the 5 to get that outcome. If you don't get the outcome, you can get all these questions for 1 and 2 correct. If you don't pass the third outcome as well, you don't pass the CAA. That's a terrible thing about it. But this one requires a written answer. We're going to talk about that next week. That we're going to talk about how to actually approach the written answer. I'm actually really impressed. The rates and ratios, I think you're going to be absolutely fine. And you've done a really great job today. Thank you very much. Just email me if you need to about anything. Next week, I'm going to show you how to write answers, and I'm actually going to let you into the actual portal where the previous tests, and they let you physically practice with the previous tests, so you can get a feel of what the test actually feels like to do and to sit. You've done great today. You've just started yourself a little bit, T, and it doesn't matter if you don't pass it this time. You have lots of time. You've got lots of time. All right. Don't panic. All right. You guys are great job. I'm going to finish this off. Oh, don't forget to check in, my lovelies. Do the chickens. Do you know T? I know you know how to do it. Eve, I know you know how to do it too. Kai, do you know how to do the chickens? Ihua? Have you done a chicken before, Ihua? Oh, so when you go to a lesson, you need to go to your My Korowai, your to My Takura. You go into your My Takura dashboard, and there is a My Korowai tag. It will come up like this for you, like this. And there I have, so My Takura, My Korowai, it's got a little chicken button. Click on the chicken and follow the prompt. It'll ask you for the date, the time, and what you learned today. I wonder if I can chuck this in the. Have you registered with your Takura email address? Because if you did, it means you have access to this tool. So I'm just going to take a photo of this picture and put it in the chat so you've got it. I definitely know Eve and T have done it before because I've seen it. There we go. I'll put it there. And hopefully, if you're not sure, Kai, ask your Kaimanaki. Who's your Kaimanaki? Do you know who your teacher is? Okay, yeah, so if you're not sure, ask them, but there's a picture there if you need it. We're going to finish with karakia. You guys were amazing today. Thank you for taking the opportunity to come on the day after we were supposed to have it. I might actually do 2 sessions next week because it's a week. We've only got like 2 weeks left to go before the assessments happen. Okay, thank you very much, everybody. Let's end in karakia. Kia tau te ngā manaakitanga a te mēnaro, ki runga, ki tēnā, ki tēnā o tātou. Kia mahia te hua mākina, kia toi te kupu, toi te mana, toi te aroha, toi te reo Māori. Kia tūturu ka whakamaua, kia tīna. Tīna, hui e, tae ki e. You guys are brilliant. Have a great weekend. Email me if you need it, Homa. I'll put my email down in here, just in case you don't know. Okay, ka kite. You're awesome. There you go. There's my email address if you need me. Ka kite, thanks, Eve.